He was so good that Barcelona was aching to take him back, and they've had their wish come true. Finally, some light for Barcelona amongst these dark times under Josep Maria Bartomeu. Some say, like Neymar, he failed to realize his true potential under Barcelona because he was told to act as a pawn for Messi. His legendary reign whilst on loan in Bayern Munich has made Barcelona think again. Yes, he's Coutinho, and yes, he's that good. Hey there guys, what's up and welcome back to Footleaks. The Brazilian rose to prominence during his run at Inter Milan. Aged only 18, he managed to impress the managers with his attacking and innovative style of midfield play, dribbling the ball away with ease and managing long-distance accurate shots. The then manager of Inter Milan, Rafael Benitez, remarked that Coutinho was the future of Inter Milan. They say that games are won and lost in the midfield. Well, they aren't lying. A swift playmaker usually wins whatever side they play for the entire game. Even when his striker and forwards were unable to help him, Coutinho managed to win his sides the game. The 3-2 win against juggernauts Bayern Munich in the 2010 UEFA Champions League is a prime example of his capabilities. He exuded talent at such a young age. It was therefore prophesied that he'd go on to bigger clubs and do greater things. This talent, however, was crude. It needed refinement and shaping. It was raw talent, and then Coutinho came to the English Premier League in January of 2013. Under Brendan Rodgers as manager, he made his debut in February 2013 and ran roughshod over the opposing teams during his initial start, contributing heavily to victories with his swift passes, quick judgment, and deadly accuracy. He scored against Swansea City for his first ever goal in the English Premier League. He dribbled his way past two excellent defenders, and as it seemed he was going to attempt to move closer and then shoot, he stunned everyone at Anfield with his tremendous accuracy by shooting mid-dodge, and the ball speared into the net, giving Coutinho his first goal. All seemed well at this point for Coutinho, and it seemed the young man would exceed his expectations even further. The fans were ecstatic upon Coutinho's arrival from Club Espanyol. He won the game against Wigan 4-0 with his outstanding manufacturing of goals from a seemingly impossible scoring situation. March followed with multiple exceptional performances from Coutinho as he devoured opposite sides with his chaotic and yet composed style of play. The fans would cheer every time Coutinho ran away with the ball because they were almost certain that this would lead to a goal, such as the power and respect this man held at the time. The next season didn't start too well for Coutinho as he injured his shoulder. This didn't hold him back, however, when he did return. He engineered Fulham's 4-0 destruction on his return, and during their game with Derby rivals Everton, scored the opening goal in the first minute. Talk about unstoppable. Liverpool fans brought flags and posters of Coutinho dressed as the Flash. His status and popularity were undeniable. He was basically a superhero. He saved Liverpool's integrity at times when they were on the verge of a humiliating defeat, so they could at least keep their heads held high. The goal against Manchester City at Etihad Stadium standing out from among the rest. He even won the game against City later in the year, scoring the winning goal in the 78th minute. He was cool enough to have them win the game, as City simply couldn't attack without leaving their defense exposed, as they knew they would surely lose the game if Coutinho passed the middle for even more than 2 minutes. 3 similarly wonderful seasons followed for Coutinho, where his speed, aggression, tenacity, and ability to pull off the unthinkable stood out, especially during the time under Jurgen Klopp. In total, Coutinho scored 41 goals, making 35 assists during his 151 appearances in the span of 5 seasons for Liverpool. Pretty impressive for a winger, wouldn't you say? However, throughout his tenure there, everyone remarked that his style of play was cut out for Barcelona. He belonged to Barcelona, he'd excel in Barcelona. And lo and behold, it wasn't long before his dreams came true and Barcelona came knocking after following what might have been his best English season ever. He scored 12 goals and made 9 assists in his 20 appearances after his final season. Although he didn't win Player of the Season like in 2015, the deal was made. Of course, following some controversy in terms of monetary negotiations and Nike shenanigans. The stage was set, however, for the star to shine bright. He had been compared to legends like Ronaldinho and Messi for his uncanny dribbling skills, but what made him even more special as a signing for Barcelona was his curling shot that was accurate even from a very long range. Leo Messi was renowned for this, and it was heavily speculated that Barcelona would be scoring more goals and winning even more trophies. Trophies did come to Barcelona as they've always done, but the little magician, as he was called by Anfield fans adoringly, had almost no contributions to said trophies, even though he was Barcelona's most expensive signing till that point at an astounding 142 million euros. He had lost his magic as Barcelona tried to make him adjust to their traditional tiki-taka style of play where he couldn't thrive. He lost all his creativity as well as his speed and accuracy. He wasn't allowed his freedom, he wasn't allowed to be the chaotic ace-in-the-hole matchmaker that he was. Everything had to be slowed down excessively. The only person allowed to be quick was Messi. During his first 22 appearances, he scored 8 times and made 5 assists. His deadly accuracy and ability to snatch the game away from the opposition was represented by his initial run, where he averaged almost 2 crucial passes per minute. Sadly, it never got any better. What was speculated to be an ascent to the title of football god led to a fall from holy grace. Dembele was preferred to the role of winger, and Coutinho played as a midfielder to replace Iniesta. This never suited Coutinho's aggressive and spearhead style of play, however. Dembele was preferred to Coutinho in this position as he was brought in to replace Coutinho when the latter was injured. However, what made things worse for Coutinho is that he'd often have to fall back to defend, something he has little to no experience in. All the technical favors, wavering confidence, and lack of support from teammates led to Coutinho being transferred to Bayern Munich on a loan, and this is where Coutinho rose back to prominence. Despite heavy speculation that he wouldn't be able to play in his traditional position of a winger, as Thomas Muller had been appointed that position, Coutinho excelled at his time at Bayern. Although he played as a central midfielder, not his preferred position of play, he excelled in the one season he had at Bayern on loan during 2019 and 2020 as well. Bayern has a very aggressive style of play which suited Coutinho, but he had to work to make his time work at Bayern as he was to play from a position not very familiar to him, a position where he had failed miserably. However, he stunned everyone and proved his doubters wrong. He contributed significantly to every goal every 101st minute during the entirety of the season. He contributed much to their Champions League success as well, scoring thrice in the group stages, leading Bayern to their best win at a group stage. His movement and positioning, alongside his creative style of play, complemented Robert Lewandowski and Thomas Muller's striking quite well, eventually contributing heavily in the absence of Robben and Ribéry to their Champions League success this year. Although much speculation led Bayern fans to believe that Coutinho was to stay permanently at Bayern, this is not the case, however, as Coutinho is all set to return to Camp Nou this season. He said that he had to go back. Although amongst Barcelona's current state of affairs, one would have to be very optimistic to expect good things. And that about wraps up this awesome video, which we hope you guys enjoyed. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos like this in the future. Also, go ahead and give those 2 videos on your screen a watch, as they're just as good as this one. And with that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.